The Manananggal. The Manananggal doesn't just hunt, she disassembles. When midnight strikes, this creature splits her body clean in half, entrails dangling, wings unfolding like torn curtains. Her lower half stands abandoned while her upper torso soars into the night, veins glistening with moonlight. By day, she blends among humans, often as a beautiful woman with long hair hiding the scars of transformation. But when the sun dies, she becomes something else. The Manananggal prowls through the Visayan skies of the Philippines, drawn to the scent of blood and breath. She can hear heartbeats through walls, smell life from a mile away, and choose who dies by sound alone. Her tongue, long as wire, pierces roofs and skin alike to drain the sleeping and the unborn. Her saliva numbs flesh, so no one ever wakes. When hunting, the Manananggal uses its long, proboscis-like tongue to feed on humans, often targeting newlyweds, lovers, newborns, and abandoned grooms. It's even said to extract fetuses from pregnant women. Yikes. As it hunts, it makes a faint tick-tick sound. The farther away it seems, the closer it really is, tricking its victims. Salt, ash, or vinegar poured into her legs before dawn will kill her. Sunlight burns her where wings once were. Miss your chance, and she reforms whole by daybreak. Faster, hungrier, unstoppable. The Dullahan. If you hear hooves pounding through Ireland's fog, don't look. The Dullahan rides when death's appointment book is full. Cloaked in black, this headless horseman carries his own decaying skull, its grin wide enough to swallow light. His horse's eyes glow like coals. Its mane burns like smoke. The Dullahan is no spirit of vengeance. He's death's courier. He rides only when a mortal's name is called, and when he stops, someone dies. He doesn't knock or ask permission. Doors burst open, locks shatter, and even iron gates swing wide. His whip is a human spine, sharp enough to blind with a single lash. If you meet his empty neck, you'll feel the heat of the underworld bleeding through the air. He can see across miles, even through walls, searching for the one he's been sent to claim. No prayers help, no hiding matters, but gold terrifies him. Even a single coin can make him turn away. Some say he was a fallen fertility god, others, an angel demoted to the night shift. Pesta. Before science blamed bacteria, Norway blamed her. Pesta, a ragged old woman cloaked in black, eyes sunken, broom dragging, the walking embodiment of the Black Death. She traveled from village to village with quiet patience, spreading disease like a farmer sowing seeds. When she appeared, the air turned cold and animals fell silent. People locked their doors, but doors never stopped her. If Pesta entered your home, the living became ghosts by morning. In one hand, she carried a rake. In the other, a broom. The rake meant mercy. A few would survive. The broom meant none would. Her touch left boils that bled black and lungs that filled like drowning. Villagers burned their homes and fields just to keep her away, but smoke only marked where she'd already been. She traveled with the wind, feeding on fear more than flesh. If your windows frost without reason and the air smells faintly of vinegar, don't pray. She's already sweeping. The Each-Uisge looks beautiful, smells like salt, kills instantly. The Each-Uisge, Scotland's water horse, waits by misty locks, mane dripping, eyes too human to belong on an animal. It appears gentle, even mournful, luring travelers to touch or mount it. The moment skin meets skin, it fuses like glue. Then the creature bolts, galloping toward the water with inhuman speed. Screams vanish beneath the surface before they can echo back. Once submerged, the horse devours everything, flesh, bone, soul, leaving only the liver to float ashore. It can also take human form, always damp, always watching. Sometimes it appears as a handsome stranger with seaweed in his hair, offering a hand to the lonely. If you smell brine where there should be earth, run. The Each-Uisge hates fire, iron, and being named aloud. Fishermen once carved protective runes on their boats to keep it away, but legends say it still rises at dawn to taste the mist. The Nuckelavee. If the ocean ever had a nightmare, it would look like this. The Nuckelavee crawls from the Orkney surf when the sea turns black. Half man, half horse. Every inch of it is stripped of skin, just red sinew, black veins, and pulsing muscle glistening like oil. The creature drags itself ashore, eyes glowing yellow, its stench choking every living thing nearby. Where it walks, crops wither, animals die, and people collapse in fever before the tide returns. The Nuckelavee hates humankind's smoke. The smell of burning seaweed drives it mad. Yet when storms brew, it comes closer to shore, coughing rot across the land. Its breath poisons fields, its touch spreads plague, and no weapon can harm it. Only fresh water stops it. Rivers are the walls it cannot cross. The Skinwalkers. The Skinwalkers come from Navajo culture and indigenous people of the southwestern United States, witches who traded their souls for transformation. They wear animal skins like stolen clothes, becoming wolves, coyotes, foxes, even birds. At night, they move on all fours, laughing in distorted human voices, imitating the cries of loved ones to lure victims outside. Their eyes glow faintly red, their limbs bend wrong, and their speed is beyond human. In Navajo culture, some people practice medicine or magic for the community's benefit, acting as healers or medicine men. They may learn both good and evil magic to protect against harm. Skinwalkers are essentially the dark reflection of these healers. Often, they begin as medicine men, but they use evil magic to harm others, relying on human corpses to complete their work. Their tools are made from human bones, and parts of bodies are used to craft potions that can kill or injure. To gain the power to shift, a witch must kill a family member, the ultimate sacrifice that severs their humanity forever. Once the ritual is done, they can slip between shapes as easily as shadows, feeding on fear, chaos, and blood. Their favorite trick is mimicry, the sound of your name whispered just outside the door. Locals refuse to speak their name aloud. Even mentioning them can draw their attention. The Wendigo. Wendigo is a legendary creature from Algonquian Native American folklore. This terrifying entity, born from hunger and sin, is described as a thin, emaciated corpse with long, sharp claws on its fingers and sallow gray skin. Its mouth is often described as toothless and bleeding, or filled with razor-sharp fangs, adding a grotesque horror to its emaciated form. Wendigos are merciless predators, hunting anyone lost in the forests on dark, cold, wintry nights. Starvation drives them to consume human flesh, and each meal makes them grow larger, though they always appear unnaturally lanky and gaunt. A Wendigo can reach up to 15 thou FTs with exceptional hearing and eyesight, making hiding nearly impossible. Multiple Wendigos can exist simultaneously. Legend claims that, to banish one, you must rip its heart out and burn it, though others may be waiting nearby. The creature's origins trace back centuries, deeply rooted in indigenous Canadian folklore, and it embodies the dangers of greed, hunger, and the loss of humanity. Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. Even gods can be afraid. Fenrir was proof. Born of Loki and a giantess, Fenrir grew faster than fear itself. His strength terrified the gods long before his fangs could bite. By the time they tried to restrain him, no chain could hold him. Not forged iron, not divine command. So they crafted a ribbon from the impossible, the sound of a cat's footsteps, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, a fish's breath, and a bird's spit. Gleipnir, soft as silk, yet unbreakable. They tricked him into wearing it, and when he realized their deceit, he bit Tyr's hand clean off. Now Fenrir waits, chained in silence, his growl deep enough to shake the earth. Every tremor is him straining against fate, every quake a test of the god's courage. He knows what's coming, the day he breaks free and devours Odin whole. Some say quakes are his heartbeat. Each dream of freedom cracks the earth. He's still straining at the leash. Leviathan. Leviathan sleeps beneath the waves, coiled around the roots of the world. Its scales shimmer like oil, each one larger than a ship's sail. When it moves, tides shift. When it breathes, the ocean boils. Its eyes are storms, twin orbs that light the deep for an instant before darkness swallows everything again. The creature's body is described as an unconquerable sea monster, whose movements define the boundary and violence of the deep ocean. Ancient texts describe it as the beast God regretted making, a living embodiment of chaos. When it surfaces, thunder answers. Whole fleets have disappeared in its wake, swallowed without wreckage or sound. Medieval priests believed the end would come when Leviathan awakens and opens its jaws wide enough to swallow the sun. Every storm is its heartbeat, every tsunami a turn in its sleep. When the sea goes still and the air turns to metal, sailors know one thing: the serpent has opened its eyes. Cipactli. Cipactli is a terrifying sea monster from Aztec mythology, a creature so ancient and immense that it existed before the world itself. According to legend, before there was land, sky, or time, there were 4 gods who decided to create everything. But first, they brought forth Cipactli, a colossal being that lived in the cosmic waters, forever hungry and never satisfied. This wasn't your usual monster. Cipactli's body was covered with mouths, one at every joint. Elbows, knees, even knuckles. All could bite, chew, and swallow. Its hunger was endless. Anything that came into existence was devoured instantly. The gods soon realized that nothing could survive as long as this creature lived, so they decided to stop it. But Cipactli wasn't easy prey. It was so massive and powerful that it took all 4 gods to bring it down, And even then, one of them lost a foot in the struggle. When the creature finally fell, the gods didn't let its body go to waste. They used it to create the world itself. Its head became the 13 heavens, its middle formed the earth, and its tail descended into the underworld. Thus, from Cipactli's destruction came creation, life born from a monster's body. Yet, some Aztec myths whisper that Cipactli's spirit still stirs beneath the earth, twisting and groaning in hunger. When it moves, the ground trembles, and the world remembers the beast that was once its foundation. So next time the earth shakes, maybe, just maybe, it's Cipactli turning in its sleep.
Subscribe for more interesting stuff. Tell us your experience in the comments.